remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. 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 I remember sleeping with my ribs touched. Now I get it and go. Now I get it and go.
I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. A fairly short kick from the 14. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
The tackle made.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On 2nd down now, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back, huh?
Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 47-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Now an option play on 2nd down. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a 1st down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
He's going to use his legs here. And he'll take this one down near the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Man. We got 49. Check 49. Check 40. Check smash. Check smash. No. Hustle.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd down and 11. They're going to look to throw. Rolling, and he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. We've seen a couple of Super Bowls start 2-0. The first score of this game could have very easily been a safety. That was close there.
It was close, and while it didn't happen in this game, it's funny you bring up the Super Bowls, because that would have been, what, Super Bowl 46, Giants-Patriots.
You're testing my memory.
And also Super Bowl 48, which was Broncos-Seattle when the snap went over the head of the QB, and guess what? It was 2-zip Seattle right out of the gate.
And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, P. 53 to Mike. No street. Got one.
They'll start with the option. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Mike, 53. Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Check.
On 2nd down, here's the option. There's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Jim. 18 Cotton. Check.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
2nd and 11. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's McCoy. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's going to keep it again. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
McCoy, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. LaShawn McCoy, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. We don't see too many scoreless halves in football, not in today's day and age, and we're not going to see one here. We finally have points on the board.
Yeah, and it didn't come easy, did it? Because neither of these offenses really getting out of the starting blocks yet. But that is definitely an important score right there. Who knows? The way their defenses play, that touchdown might even hold up until the end.
Set down to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's going to have the 1st down as they move into field goal range here at the 25-yard line. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Loss of 6 yards.
And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete.
The pass.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
4th down.
He may try and run for this. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
6-yard line.
To the outside, this is complete to Jackson. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Deshaun Jackson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little time, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some take.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy.
Yard line.
Only a yard yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Carrier brought down at the 18-yard line. Brings up third down.
And they'll run the option on third and short yardage.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now McCoy. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
And goal at the Giants' 8-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6.
He was taken down.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. He can run for it, and he will. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Going to give this time to the tailback. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Complete.
That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 11 yards there. First down.
11 on the play. First down, Giants.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And the Giants first down.
They'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Now left side on the swing pass. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
17.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
You think you won't check smash? Check smash. You think you won't get that? 53's the money. 53. Check 53. Yo. Switch.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Another carry tonight for McCoy. He's been the workhorse. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Ready? 19 tight. 19 tight. Time is right. What's tight? Time is right. Go down.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Good.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They'll look to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds.
Now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.
Tonight's final score.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys are nails out there.
So for Philadelphia, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's yet another loss.